And you all heard it say it was being recorded, so I did it
Yes.
right? Yes. I like it when I do things right. So I hope you enjoyed this mystery spice. I had a lot of fun. There is another spice that's very similar, and it's what I thought I had picked out from Amazon when I ordered the spice, but nope, that's not what I got. But the more I looked at, the more I researched it, the more they are mislabeled often, and they are not the same spice. So I had to find new recipes. I had to start from scratch, but it was okay. I did it. I survived. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna share my screen. Let's see. We'll do that one. Oh no.
Yep.
So you all can see my screen that I shared?
I can, yes.
Okay. Thank you,
Yes,
Karen.
I can.
All right. That made my, hold on, it made my chat disappear, so I wanted to bring that back up. So Sydney, you asked a couple of questions, and I will come back to them when we're done. I might be able to answer most of your questions while we talk, okay? So our mystery spice is called Kalonji. I even had to, I looked it up, look. Hopefully this works.
Kalonji.
Did you hear it?
Yes.
This one's better.
Kalonji.
See? Because I looked at that word for a long time and couldn't decide how I wanted to say it. So this picture is actually, in the background is the flower, and these are the seeds, and there's more pictures of the flower in the, I'll show you in a second. I was amazed. I use a program called Canva to make all of my signs and stuff at the library. And just for the fun of it, I typed it in there to see if they had any pictures, and they had like bajillions of pictures. I'm like, that is amazing. Amazing. So the seeds are from the Nigella sativa flower. Isn't it pretty? It's all spiky and it's really, I like it a lot. I think I might need some. I'm gonna tell my mom that. She's a plant person. Actually, I'll tell her she needs some so that then I don't have to take care of it. It is an annual plant. It belongs in the onion family, and it's native to the Middle East. It adds aroma and taste to recipes, which I thought was a funny way to describe all of that. Hold on just one second. I think, nope. All right, I thought I heard the doorbell ring saying somebody needed in, but it was not. It is widely used in Indian and Middle Eastern cuisines like curries and flatbreads. It's filled with all kinds of good things for you. And the most interesting thing I found was it was found in King Tut's tomb. So I thought that was interesting. These are the flowers. So the flowers in the flower pot in the top left one. The middle one is when it's dried out. And I'm assuming that that is the flower when it first blooms, because it doesn't quite look like the rest of them, but the pod looks the same. Isn't it so pretty though? I'm amazed at how pretty it is. Those are the pods when they dry out. It has a whole bunch of names, which would be why I got so confused. Nigella sativa, black seeds, blessed seeds, black cumin, onion seeds, Roman coriander, black caraway, fennel flower, and I'm not even going to try that last one because I don't know. But it's got other names too. Don't worry, there's lots of them. That's why I had such a hard time figuring out which one exactly was what I needed. So what does it taste like? So some people, it's got a very distinct aroma and smoky taste. It's got notes of onions, cumin, and oregano. It's great to add to your savory dishes. And when it's dry roasted, it's got a smoky, nutty flavor, and it's good for curries, vegetables, and beans. There's a whole, I'm not a doctor. I'm not promoting this as health benefits. This is just, I just listed all the health benefits that I came across. So there's a whole bunch of health benefits for it. And a whole bunch of different ways you could take it, which was, I found really interesting. There's all the websites that I found information on, there's links at the end, and I'll share this along with the recorded video for you if you want it next week, because I'm not here tomorrow and Saturday. So here's some recipes. So my friend Judy, who's on here somewhere, her sound doesn't work, but she loves to cook, and she picked up her recipes and spice, and she got home, and by that night she sent me like 5 different emails with different spices we could do if we do the program again, and recipes and all sorts of good stuff, and it was super exciting. And it was cracking me up, but I enjoyed it. So she said that she used to go to a grocery store in Farmington Hills, and it's actually not very far from where I live. It's the Patel Brothers grocery store. And if you sign up for they have a thing on their website that you can sign up and get recipes. That was good. She actually recommended all of these, some of them I had seen, but all of these recipe websites are from her. Most of them are Indian-based recipes. And all of them I searched for Kalonji on it, and they all came up with recipes for it that were really interesting. But a lot of them were like, some of them were like just sprinkled on your vegetables. Some of them were in curries and with your beans, and there was actually kind of a variety. And then this is all my resources. So, okay, so let's start with the cookies. I'm not going to say I failed miserably, but I'm going to start with the bottom of my cookies. They're a really pretty color of black.
Oh.
Oh boy, that's what I was worried about. That's why I didn't try it.
But on this resource page, this last link, Judy just sent it to me this evening, and it shows somebody, it's not the same cookie, but it's it looked very similar. They rolled it up the same way and refrigerated it and then sliced it the same way. And it showed how they did it on the stove, and probably way more successful that way than my way, because I just put it in a pan and put a lid on it and walked away. Probably shouldn't have walked away, but you know, I had a timer set. And I was sitting on the couch and my husband's like, that smells really good. And I'm thinking, that probably has like 10 more minutes left. I don't know that it should smell that good yet. So I went to check on them, and the bottoms are burnt. But my family still ate them and still continued to, every time they walked by, break off a piece and eat it. They are not a sweet cookie, they're a savory cookie. So I believe it was Sydney said she thought maybe she did something wrong, but no, it's more like a biscuit than a cookie.
Yeah, I saw that it said it was a shortbread, and it didn't even look to me like a shortbread recipe. Especially if you're gonna fry it in the oven, like, you know, shortbread recipe is really high in butter, and you bake it, and it's golden brown, but frying it in the skillet, to me, was not shortbread. That is like cracker or something else.
Right, yeah. Even the picture looked like they were shortbread to me, that was with the recipe.
Yeah, I found it was not a shortbread. And I think part of it was the translation. I think when it got translated and they came up with the word biscuit, they translated it from the England word for biscuit to cookie, and it wasn't. It's a biscuit. It is not a cookie.
Yes.
And so I did basically very close to that same recipe, but then baked it.
And how
And
did that
so
go?
that went just fine. Here are my cookies. I cut them out with a cookie cutter.
Ooh, fancy.
And they turned out just fine, but they were a biscuit. They're not a cookie. They're not a shortbread. My daughter liked them.
Judy says the cookies were not nice. I would try the YouTube recipe. So it's the last link on this resource page when I send it to you. And she said they needed something more in them, ginger, cinnamon, something flavorful. And Sydney says hers tasted like Bisquick, which, yeah, they kind of did. I also found that I don't think I like whole wheat flour, and that's what I used because that's what it said to use. But I don't think I like it. But
I would just say that when I bake things like banana bread and cookies, I'll use 1 cup whole wheat and 1 cup regular flour.
yeah,
And to me, it makes things kind of a little bit more bulky, which I like.
yeah,
But to be all whole wheat might be different.
yeah. So that was my thought on that. That was my cookie experiment. But yes, the video, when I send the link, you guys need to go watch the video because that did make a big difference. It made more sense then. Now this is my naan bread. Oh, it smells so good. Look, isn't it pretty?
Ooh.
I did good. So Sydney I think she couldn't envision how to make the naan bread. And all you do is you take a little chunk of dough and you roll it out flat and then sprinkle the spices on and smush them in there. And then I put mine in a skillet to cook them because I have an electric stove. But we've made naan bread on our grill before, and it was really delicious on the grill. And you just cook it on one side for a few minutes, and it makes bubbles up, and then you flip it over and brown it on the other side, and that's all there is to it. But the ones we've made on the grill didn't have you wet one side of it, and I thought that was really interesting. So Cindy, when I did it inside, I did put it in a pan, and I did grease the pan a little bit, and then wet one side of it and put it in the pan for a few minutes. It doesn't take very long at all. And then when it starts to, you can see there's like big bubbles that, I don't know how to describe it. Kind of like when you cook an egg and sometimes it makes a bubble. It starts to do that. She's on it. She's going to send me another YouTube link. And so, Sydney, when you do it on an open flame, it just sits on the grate of the flame. Or if it's solid enough, you can just hold it like with a pair of tongs over the flames. I just saw somebody do that on a video. So. Thoughts? Comments, questions, concerns?
For my second set, because I basically just went ahead and made one of my favorite shortbread recipes, which crumbled. I'm sorry, but I traveled today, so it did break. So it's basically just a shortbread with it in it. This was delicious. The next thing I was going to make, but like I said, I traveled today instead of cooking, because I was going to make Irish soda bread because it calls for coriander. And since this said it tasted somewhat like coriander, I was going to put it in there. So
that's a good idea.
So I will, when I get back home on Monday, maybe Tuesday, I will make soda bread and I'll let you know.
All right, let me know and I'll share that with everybody. Share your results.
Yeah, share my results. I'll let you know.
Let me see. Oh, I do have some bonus recipes from Judy. We had a lovely conversation about curry. When she picked up her spice, she's like, I was just thinking on my way here that I should stop and get ingredients for curry. And the recipe was for naan bread to go with it. I'm like, well, it's your lucky day. So Judy, where is Durban? I don't know where you used to live. I need to learn more about you. I'll give her a second to answer. South Africa. Wow. Judy used to live in South Africa. So these are some curry recipes that are, they don't have the seed in it, but you could easily add it. So.
You gave us a lot of seed. Thank you.
Well, I wanted you to be able to cook what I wanted you to make and then have extra to if you liked it. So that's what you got.
That's great.
So I have a little pool because I wanted to play. Let's see if I can make it work. You should have a thing pop up. Aww. What? Oh, I guess it's waiting on me because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's weird. All right, so I will do my best to make this a regular program. Because I thought about it and then I had, hold on. There you go. I thought about making it a regular program, but I had too many other things that I wanted to make a regular program. So I had to take a moment and prioritize. So I will try and make it a regular program this winter. So the next newsletter that comes out should have it. All right. Anything else?
No, sounds good. I appreciate you doing it. You know, it's been fun for me to kind of get the seeds and check them out. And even though I didn't try your recipes, to look at some of the recipes online and find out something eventually to cook with them and give it a try.
Yeah, not a problem. I enjoyed it. I have to say, I really have enjoyed the programs that I've done. They have been a lot of fun, and you guys are all a lot of fun. I've
enjoyed your programs also.
I miss seeing you in person, though. It's sad. Well, that is all I have, unless you guys want to talk about anything else.
I think I'm good. Thank you for your time and have a nice evening.
All right, you too, Cheryl.
All right.
Oh, Judy just had a good suggestion. I wish. Judy suggested that maybe, Judy, I'll do this when I do it as a regular program. I'll make a note of that. She said maybe each person could suggest some spices they found. So I'll make a note to do that next time. I really want some shortbread cookie now.
Yeah. Everybody wants shortbread. It's a terrible thing. Once I start making it, it becomes like an every other day thing because it's so fast and easy. Somebody will go, "You making shortbread today?" And I'm like, "Oh, sure, just throw me some butter."
Oh, you're too funny. Ooh, Cheryl found a video where they used the seeds in fried potatoes. That would be yummy.
Yeah, I'm still on here. I was trying to find it. It's a it was a YouTube video. It's an Indian woman who was cooking it, and basically, in a gist of it is you just take regular potatoes and you just dice them, and put the oil in the pan. Put the seeds in the pan for a minute or so. Put the potatoes in the pan after that, and basically you just keep sautéing and stirring the potatoes.
Okay.
So it's kind of late, and then I might have had curry powder in it too or not. I don't remember for sure.
That would be good too.
But you know, it was definitely a way to another easy recipe that I could make at home that we would probably like.
Karen, Judy would like you to share your shortbread recipe also.
Oh, okay. When I get home, I will do that. There are 3 of them.
3 of them?
Well, it depends on what kind of sugar you have. So 3 recipes based on your sugar.
There's 3 different kinds of sugar?
There's brown sugar, white sugar, powdered sugar.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I'll give you that. So I guess I'll wait till Karen sends me some recipes before I send out an email.
Yeah, but I'm not going to be back until Tuesday.
Well,
So go ahead and say.
I have a program Monday night, so
Oh,
I might not get to it Monday.
there you go. Okay.
I posted one of the videos I found in the chat window.
Awesome. I will
It's not
go
the same thing, but it's kind of similar.
I'm gonna add that to my presentation, so it's in there.
Actually, I found it. Well, actually, the original one I found, I'm going to post in here again. The original one I found, I'm actually probably going to try. I'll post in there now. The ingredients in that one are turmeric, along with the potato and the kalonji seeds.
Yum.
Yeah, so it's another Indian recipe, but that might make a good side dish for a night at home for something. And in my mind, an easy way to try it too. I don't have to worry about burning cookies or anything like that. But I'm proud of you girls that tried it, because I didn't get around to doing that this week.
Oh, not a problem. Oh wait, somehow I copied the same thing twice. That doesn't even match either of those. What?
I'm Julia Culver. As a frontline nurse, I've dedicated.
I hate it when videos start to play automatically when I don't want them to.
Hello, this is Easy Cooking 3 to 1. Today.
All right, so I added those to the PowerPoint. When I send it out, they'll be in there.
All right, well, I'm going to leave now. So thank you, ladies. Have a nice evening.
All right.
Bye.
You have a good night.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Have a good night, friends.
Thank you.
Good night, Maria. Thank you very much. Appreciate
You're
it.
welcome. Was that Teresa?
Yes, it was.
All right.
Is.
You have a good night, Teresa.
Okay, you too.
And Marilyn, are you still there, friend?
Yes, I am.
Oh, you're super quiet. It's really hard to hear you, but I hear you a little bit. Thanks for joining us.
It was excellent. Thank you so much.
Not a problem. You have a good night.
You too. Good night.
And Judy, I'll see you the next time you're in the library, okay, friend? Miss you. Stay out of trouble and keep baking, cooking yummy things. Bye.